Hey guys, welcome back to the Homestead. My name is Ryan, and today we are going to work on fertilizing our hayfield and our pasture. This is how I've been doing my fertilizer for several years. It works good. Number one, I could rent a buggy from the local co-op, but I don't know. This just works pretty good for me. One of the reasons is there's two different mixes on here. I don't know. It works pretty well. So I'm not against the buggy rental. Maybe I'll try it one day, but right now this is working well. But let me show you what I've got. So here behind the trailer is our hayfield. It's 8 acres. And this right here on this first half of the trailer here is the soil sampled recommended fertilizer for the hayfield. Back here is the recommendation off the soil sample for our pasture. So I've got the soil samples here in front of me, and for the hayfield we're putting down 60, 40, 95, and 10 pounds of sulfur. And then on our pasture we are putting down 50, 0, 60, and 10 pounds of sulfur. One of the other reasons I don't use the buggy or haven't done it yet is because I know my fertilizer spreader very well. I use one of the 3-point hitch broadcast spreaders, and I have all kind of historical data on what hole on the spreader I used compared to what rate I needed and how it all worked out. So, if I rent something, I don't want to be figuring all that out and run out of fertilizer. The other thing I have, guys, it's over here. I have 2 bags of hay and pasture seed, non-fescue variety. I did this last year and it was so dry last year, I can't say anything on the results, but I'm gonna try it again this year. And I just basically mixed some seed in with my fertilizer as I was doing it and spread it. And then I think what I'm gonna do this year is on the small 4-acre pasture, I think I'm gonna, because the pasture needs chain dragged anyways from wintertime. I think what I'm gonna do is after I spread the fertilizer and the seed, I'm gonna chain drag the pasture, and then I think I'm gonna hopefully have time and I'll cultipack it all in. I've had really good results with using the cultipacker. But the hay is just, honestly, it's too tall. I'll take you over here and look at it. But I mean, before we went on that cruise, it was kind of nothing. And I mean, it's decent hay out here now. And I actually like to drag this hay field. I don't do it that often, but down there on the fence lines, you know, for 100 feet out or whatever, you'll have a lot of leaves get stuck in these little pockets and stuff. And that drag kind of works it up and, you know, makes it so it doesn't kill the grass or anything. So I figured I'd show y'all how I load the spreader with this bulk fertilizer, and also how I'm doing the grass seed. The grass seed's kind of an extra. That's not any kind of a rocket science thing. These scoops make pretty quick work, honestly, of loading the spreader on this kind of a scale. You know, if you had 50 acres you were doing or something, this would be a lot harder. But anyways, I do something like that. I've weighed the 2.5 gallon bucket, and I know how many total loads of fertilizer are going to go on this field, because I know how many pounds the spreader holds. I need 1 1/4 2.5 gallon buckets of seed per load. So I just kind of do that, and then I take a little 1x2 here, and I just kind of work it in. Obviously, guys, this isn't like, you know, the most scientific best way to do seed or anything. But since I'm already running over the field to fertilize it anyways, this seems to work all right. All right, guys, so I just spread the first load, kind of worked out a few kinks. What I wanted to do, there was a lot of interest last year in the app that I use, because I use an app on my phone, a free app. I don't even know if you'll be able to see that at all, honestly. But anyways, I use an app, and it, you know, you're not gonna go plant corn with it or anything, but for broadcast spreading and spraying on a hobby level and that kind of thing, it works great. It's called AgriBus Navi. I'll put a link to it. But anyways, so I ran out about a quarter of the way through the field, and I need to go find that same spot. So let's go find the same spot. Be hard to do if you didn't have a GPS here. We got a full load of fertilizer back here, ready to go. Going out here to our hayfield. And I hope you can see that. But the yellow is where I've been. And so I need to get on this red line here. I need to go straight down. You can actually see my tracks down there. That's how, you know, it's pretty accurate. So I'll come down here. And we'll try to get relined up on it here. And go ahead and start load number 2. See the track stop? Look where the GPS has me not filled in there. So in this case, you could go by the tracks because the grass is long enough, but it also helps you spread. So what I'll do now, throttle down, we'll start the spreader. All right. Then I usually run the spreader at 1700 RPMs. It's just, these are all notes that I have wrote down. Let's go. All right, guys, if you notice, I'm throwing fertilizer now. And all I gotta do, stay on that line. So there you go. I really hope you can see that, but it works really well. And then you go in and you set up your implement width. In this case, your implement width would be how wide your spreader throws and all that stuff. All right, guys, I just wanted to give y'all an update. It's getting a little bit late in the evening, but I got the hayfield fertilizer done, well, all the way loaded, and then this is the last load. This is load 5, and it's working out perfect the way I'm doing it now. I'm going short ways this way. So we'll get that done, and then we're gonna move on over to the pasture, and hopefully I can get all that done tonight. And it's gonna rain tomorrow and everything will be good. So by the way, guys, I'm getting ready to start on the pasture now. I went ahead and did that load on the hayfield there, the last load. So just got the pasture there. But man, the winds have changed. And so yesterday we had a windstorm, 40, 50 mile an hour wind, and we actually lost a big tree on the homestead and different things. But what it did is it ignited a lot of wildfires. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but man, the wind has changed in the last hour, and there is tons of wildfire smoke coming down here. I don't know if you can see it. It's just, it's all through here. But usually like those mountains are clear, and that's the Blue Ridge Mountains. But man, it's messing with my allergies and all kinds of stuff. Hey guys, so it's now the next day. What happened was everything went without a hitch yesterday. I got the hayfield done and I moved over to the pasture, and it actually started to get dark on me, which was why I really didn't film any of that. But everything worked out great. The amount of material I had combined with what holes I used in the spreader and all that worked great. So we are fertilized now, and it's supposed to rain 1/2 to 1 inch tonight. And that really should give this hay a jump start. So in the meantime, I'm gonna finish cleaning this equipment up, and we will catch you guys again on the next video.